Welcome back to the Bill Chillin' Podcast, part of the Bill and ENT Network. My name is Aaron.
I'm Jack.
We want to start off this week by apologizing for missing last week. We recorded an amazing show and had some unrecoverable technical difficulties.
It was a great episode. Y'all messed out.
It was good. So we're going to try to bring you something good this week anyways. Also want to go ahead and mention that we are on all the major podcast services now. We're on Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Google, all of them. So if you can't check it out on YouTube, which will continue to be probably our main platform, so we can show you the stuff we're talking about as we're talking about it. If you got to drive or something, just throw us on the podcast. Favorite podcast app, give us a rating. It all helps and lets people know, like us, all that stuff helps. We're also starting a gaming channel. I'll be streaming. We might try to get hold of some other friends who like to play games every once in a while and try to get them to stream sometimes too. But I've been playing a lot of games lately, so I figured why not share it with the community. So, not the best, but
it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it'll be the Ville Gaming. That's what it'll be called. So be on the lookout for that. There's nothing there yet. I'm working on it. And if you need to find any of our stuff, definitely go to our website, villanent.com. If you scroll down, there's links to the YouTube channel for the podcast. Links to the grilling channel that we have that we need to start. I need to get back to. Our social media. I'll add the gaming here. And then if you need to, or if you want to listen to an episode or open up one of the specific episodes for the podcast on a streaming service, you can go to the episodes tab. And we are listed here. So, there's one main hub to find us.
We are getting there.
Hey, gotta be official, right?
Yes. Working on merch too, guys. So.
It's like that old saying, dress for the job you want, not the job you have. But kind of flipping it turning it to more of a whole business understanding aspect of you might not need these things yet, but making them available to people makes it easier. So we're trying to be there before we need to be there. I think that's all of the main announcements we have. So we'll get into main content now. How was your weekend?
A great weekend. Went and checked out some thrift shops. Went to a couple of peddler malls. We always like trying to find just like some random secondhand stuff and just kind of reuse it. What about you? What did you do?
Pretty much just play games.
Nice. Nice. What game did you play?
Spider-Man. Actually, they released the new Spider-Man on PC. And that's the first time it's been on PC in forever. It was always a PlayStation exclusive. So it's cool that PlayStation's finally letting those come to PC. Because like the God of War game is on PC too. So finally getting to play those again. Yeah, it's
Spider-Man. Those I always played on the PS4 when it came out on there, and I remember getting the bundle and just playing hours on there. So it's so satisfying just slinging around, from building to building. So.
Yeah, it's that exact same game, just remastered for PC.
So like better graphics? Is that
probably because it's on a PC? And you know me with my PCs, they're not just a pre-built store-bought. So. But yeah, that's hence the gaming channel, might as well start trying to just share that with people because I do a lot of it apparently. A lot more than I realized until we got a couple shows in. It's like, what'd you do? I played games. What'd you do this week? I played games, man. Nice. So, it is what it is.
So that'll be one of the games you'll be wanting to stream probably
Absolutely. Spider-Man, probably some God of War. I like racing games too, so maybe some Forza, some CarX drift racing.
I'll be on there too. I'll be playing some Tetris.
Hey,
that's
man,
my jam. But
there's some pretty awesome Tetris games online, dude.
Okay.
Or I guess from your phone, there's some crazy. You get into like Tetris battles and stuff where you gotta like get so many points before another person.
Okay. So yeah, hey, battle me on some Tetris, y'all. Triple A
Right,
player
dude.
here.
Probably haven't played Tetris since like Game Boy, dude. Um,
Yes.
so yeah, there'll definitely be a lot of that. Um,
Ma-
Speaking of things to do, though, the fair is coming up. I think it's actually started now, hasn't it?
It has a lot
Yeah,
of people are there.
18th through the 28th. Last week when we planned to do this episode, it hadn't
Hadn't
started
started
yet.
yet.
So here we are, though.
A lot of music, a lot of good food. Uh, I do know yesterday that they did have to close it early.
Mm.
There were reports of shootings, so
Stay safe, y'all.
stay safe, right? Well, we got to do better.
That's part of the reason I don't go to a lot of the major events. You just never know what's going to happen these days. So,
Be safe, guys. Yeah, it's sad, but on a different note, there is a comedy show.
yep. Would you say the 6th? I think you said September
Yes,
6th.
September 6th at Colonial Gardens.
Okay.
The show's free, and then there's going to be drinks and stuff. It should be really good.
Do you know if there's a website I can even pull up?
Yeah, let's.
I mean, that's probably something I should have had queued up. But I try, y'all. While he's looking that up, I will go ahead and say we're going to continue our themed episodes with next month, so 2 episodes from now. Should release on September 4th. We're going to do food, so local foods, cuisines. There's some foods that originated in Louisville, different restaurants that are definitely worth noting. So we're going to try to touch on a few of those. And to that effect, we want to let people know about the Pizza Week coming up in November. So we missed Taco Week, we missed Burger Week.
We are
These
not
two
missing
guys
pizza.
here, we're not
We're
missing
not
Pizza
missing
Week.
pizza.
So we're excited for that. We hope a lot of you all are too, because I personally love pizza. All kinds of pizza, all the crusts, I don't care. So,
Okay, so it is comedy night Tuesday, September 6th at BA Colonial. So that's in the upstairs.
BA Colonial.
There isn't a lot of information. I do see where there's going to be looks like four different performers. Just a
Gotcha.
picture of them out. See if I can send it to you.
It's all good. I'm trying to bring up the BA Colonial website now. So there you go. Looks like they're doing bookings. And so this kind of shows you where it's at. So you said it's the upstairs.
Food looks amazing.
Yeah, that does look really good. So, I mean, either way, free comedy show. You gotta eat. Might as well get some free entertainment with it. Um,
And Louisville's comedy seems great too. So I don't know if these guys are local or if they're just stopping by, but
Looks like sometimes they have some live music. So, yeah, we'll start checking them out more. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. So, um, well, I guess that kind of covers the intro that we had planned. Um, I know you had some local music talent you wanted to mention.
yes, there was
First one that we had queued up is J Monkey.
Jay Monkey. Yeah, he's one of the bigger local rappers right now. He's a real big lyricist. He's very talented, man. He's been doing this for a really long time. Uh, I know he's been doing this at least publicly like 10, 15 years. And I think he's really starting to take off. It seems like they're doing a nice podcast as well. So you can see him and a couple of his buddies on there. and just really good things, man. Like I know this cat back from back in the day. We used to do like backyard wrestling and stuff, so that was always fun.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see him really grow
Oh man.
as an artist and stuff. Like he's a great lyricist, man. Like if you get a chance, just look up J Monkey, and you won't be disappointed.
And you can find most of his, or at least find stuff about him or more links probably on his Facebook. Looks like he uses his Facebook for most stuff. I was trying to find, there it is, the podcast, yeah, the kickback. So we'll go ahead and throw him a free plug for that too. We're all trying to make it out here in different ways. We might as well support each other, right?
All right. Check out the kickback when you get a chance, guys.
Yeah.
J Monkey, they're like I said, doing awesome stuff.
So that was one. And then the other one we had queued up is Kyrus Turner.
Yes, Kyrus Turner, also another really talented lyricist. Sorry, I was laughing there because it looks like he was posting something about
He did
the robot rapper.
the virtual robot rapper, yeah.
Yes, but hey, Kyrus Turner, he's not a robot rapper, man. He's very talented.
He's real.
Yes, yes. I know he went to. I saw where he posted something about going to Georgia, going to Atlanta, and he had some contacts there. I guess I saw him. He had posted a video with them talking about the South End here, and it's an awesome video. And he's one of those cats we really want to keep an eye on because I'm sure he's going to be doing something here soon. I mean, he's already doing good things, and I'm sure it's just going to get better. So another great lyricist right here from Louisville. Check him out, Kyrus Turner.
Nice, man. It's good to see local talent. Speaking of local talent and local shows and stuff, remember the days of being like a little 14-year-old going to like Bulldogs?
Man, those were some good times. Bulldogs, Tech World. The cool thing is our buddy Corey, who's really cool. We're gonna try to get him on the show sometime. He's really big and he's a real big food person. Like so, that's where we get a lot of our information on food. So we're gonna try to get him on the show. But the point of the story is his dad used to be a promoter. His dad, Charlie the painter, used to be a promoter for Bulldogs. So his responsibility was to book all the shows and the acts. So
Yeah.
he probably saw us in there mosh pitting when we were kids. We didn't even know it, man.
Right. Right. That place was cool.
Tech World.
That one I never went to. I didn't know anything about them.
I made one good show there. It was the last show, and it was a 12-hour show. They had Flaw. They were the headliners, and they were amazing. I just remember, like I was probably 14.
12-hour show?
Yeah.
That's a long show,
Man,
dude.
especially when you're wearing all black and chains back then. You know, it was those days. It was a summer. Man, it was rough.
Look, man, I want to remember these times as good times, not when we looked absolutely silly going outside, okay?
I mean, I'm sure we still do, but back then.
Oh, definitely. But I'm okay with this silly. I'm old enough now.
Yes, dude. Yeah, I remember my sister pulling me out of the mosh pit. Like, just one more song, and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I had school and stuff.
Mhm.
Good times.
And let's see, what was another one? Mag Bar.
Mag
the
Bar,
Mag
and they're still
Bar
doing
times.
stuff.
Yeah, they're still
they're great. Get some pizza right next door. They have the best pizza. Is it just Sonic?
I don't know what the name of the place is. Let's be honest, when you walk into a bar and you're getting the pizza on your way out, you've probably had a couple of drinks and
Good stuff.
yeah. Another one that shut down, the RIP, Phoenix Hill.
Man, some good times at Phoenix Hill.
Interesting times. You know, when I was younger, my first ever experience at Phoenix Hill was when I was like 12, because I was doing Taekwondo. My mom had me in Taekwondo. And during some kind of, I guess, festival on Bardstown Road or something, I don't remember, I was a kid, they just told us where to go. My mom took me. I did what I was told, right? But they put us up on the stage, the upstairs stage, so not the one down on the main floor, but the upstairs stage area, and we did a Taekwondo demonstration.
With all the drunk people just watching?
No. I don't think it was open for drinks at the time because there was some kind of like family festival going down on Bardstown Road during the day.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't like at night. It was during the day.
Nice.
Like I said, I couldn't tell you what it was, but I definitely know it was Phoenix Hill. I do remember. So
One of the best things about Phoenix Hill was the ability to go to one place, and it felt like you went to 4 or 5 different places in one night.
I was gonna say it wasn't just one place, man. You went to
Yes.
you pay one cover charge.
One cover charge.
But every little area was like a different bar. Like you're not feeling the vibe in one room, try the next. It was going
And
down.
it'd be a totally different
But
vibe.
I can also understand how it's hard to cover that large of an area.
Oh yeah.
You know, like, and obviously that was their method. That's what they were trying to do, and it just COVID hit everybody. And I don't even remember when they closed. It was probably before that, but
A little bit before.
if that hadn't got them, then COVID would have for
Right,
sure.
you're right.
So,
But I mean, there's like you said, Mag Bar. There's still a lot of good places though. So,
Iroquois Amphitheater.
Iroquois Amphitheater. Yes, that's probably one of the better venues here in Louisville. Iroquois Amphitheater. The best show I've ever been to was Skrillex.
Oh yeah, Skrillex.
Man,
I
it
didn't
was
make those,
amazing
but
because all that sound coming from that little space, dude, the energy, you
the
could
way
feel the
it's
ground. Yeah, it was
the
amazing,
way it's
man.
down in the valley, it's wild. I know that
Acoustic.
church we used to go to when I was a kid would have services there. And one really cool thing is if you plan it out enough, because this is what the church did, you can rent out the amphitheater. So they rented out the amphitheater for the service, but then they rented out like the main lawn of the park next to the amphitheater
Mhm.
for all like a big festival, a family festival. So there were like burgers and hot dogs and drinks and face paintings and
Awesome.
like cornhole, different games for kids, hopscotch, like so I guess depending on how much you want to spend or I don't know how that works, but I know Iroquois Amphitheater, Iroquois Park holds a lot of memories for us anyways. And it's more easily accessible for like the kid friendly stuff, like the basketball courts, the playgrounds, and all of that, especially since they've redone it in recent years. But, you know, a lot of parks are either really small and it's a really small little playground, or if you go to the bigger parks, you really have to kind of find those little hidden areas. Whereas Iroquois is just right
It's
there
right
off
there,
Taylor.
right.
All that stuff that you want is right there. And then if you want to walk trails, they got that too. And then the lookout.
Lookouts are amazing. One of the
Yeah.
best views you're gonna get in Louisville is from the Iroquois
I mean, it's a
lookout.
popular photo around
Mhm.
here. So,
And it's right across from the Colonial Gardens. So
yeah, exactly.
if the vendors aren't there, if there isn't vendors there, you can just go right across the street and get amazing food as well. So
yeah, it's
uh,
good stuff. Good times.
the cool thing about Louisville is there's always something going on. They turned the skate park into a concert. I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, when we were talking about Belushi, right?
Yes.
There it goes.
So Belushi Speedball, that's where I found out about this, and it was just amazing. They had thousands. It looked like, I mean, I don't know. By pictures you can't tell. It might have just been hundreds. I mean, I'm sure it's just hundreds, but it looked like thousands.
It would have felt like
they
thousands.
filled up that skate pool, and it just looked like an awesome time. So I started following them. They're real nice on they're real big on like thrash metal, I guess. And they were supposed to be at this show that was going to be this weekend called Irate Fest, Kentucky Irate Fest. Have you heard about that?
Not really. I heard little bits here and there, but I don't really know anything about it other than what you had kind of had me queue up.
So it was supposed to be a nice festival where the idea was to bring in a bunch of big talent and local talent, right, for metal, I guess. And some people are comparing it to Friar Fest, where it was just a big fiasco where it didn't work out. What happened is one of the organizers was requesting that the local talent pay or sell tickets to play, right? Essentially pay to play.
Yeah.
I guess there was miscommunication somewhere along the lines, and some of the local talent wasn't ever told that they had to sell tickets. And then when they were asked about selling tickets by one of the organizers got rude with the local talent. When that was all said and done, the bigger acts dropped out.
Yeah.
So it's just a real. It leaves a bad stain on Louisville, the community, for the outsiders. So
Yeah.
we just don't want anybody to think that that represents us. The organizers made a mistake, a
Yeah.
big mistake. They apologize, but
So yeah, let's not let that leave a stain on the Louisville music scene. Obviously, the Louisville music scene has a lot of big things happening right now. Outside of rock and everything, of course, you got Jack Harlow doing his thing, ESTG doing his thing, you know. So let's not let that leave a stain. If you want to know more information about the whole Irate Fest, here's Belushi Speedball. You can see what they had to say on their Facebook. The festival itself has a Facebook page where they made quite a few statements about everything happening. And there's even a little news article that we wanted to pull up, if I can get to it. If the internet works, yeah. Loudwire even commented because they stated there were supposed to be 82 bands as part of the lineup, but another outlet stated that about 38 performers had pulled out. So, that's almost half of the entire show lineup. So, if you want to know more, there's a lot of information online. So it's unfortunate, but I guess things happen and we learn from it and move on, right? But I do want to mention that recently, I saw that because I mentioned Jack Harlow and ESTG, they both done some donation stuff lately. Jack Harlow was working with what is it? The Kentucky Wish Foundation or whatever it was.
Nice.
I'm having a total blank moment.
Was it something about music or Make a Wish for music or?
I'm not entirely sure what he did. I know he showed up as like a meet and greet, and I think he donated some money to the foundation.
That's awesome.
But then ESTG did his thing too, where he donated all the school supplies and stuff.
That was awesome. Right before school started?
Yeah, it turned a little crazy, but from everything I saw, it's because they just weren't expecting the turnout.
Mm-hmm.
It was a last minute thing, and so they didn't think that it was going to spread that fast. And either way, it's good to see these local talents that are getting bigger, giving back to the community.
Putting shoes on these kids' feet, man.
Right.
That I'm sure that's just making a world of difference for them, definitely.
Oh, yeah. So, good job, guys. Keep that up. And let's let things like that be what Kentucky music, Louisville music is known to behave instead of the other way. So, let's see. I think our last topic for today, you wanted to touch on what is going on here? A local production and wrestling talent, right?
Yes. I discovered this guy at a wrestling show. We just went for a regular wrestling show right across the bridge in Indiana, and found out about this guy named Darian, the Inspire. He's awesome, man. He is a blind wrestler. Like it's that simple. He's a blind wrestler.
I don't mean to laugh. It's just that's not what you think when you think wrestling.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
And it's not a gimmick or anything. Like with professional wrestling, like people come to mind. Like the first thing that comes to mind is it's a work or something. Like anytime that there's a storyline, right? I mean, wrestling's really heavy in storylines. So
absolutely.
when I first heard that, I was like, okay, is that a story? And then you see him wrestle, you realize he's blind, but he's wrestling just like the people that aren't blind. As far as like he has in ring presence is amazing. Like this dude, he's only been doing it a year, but he's so much talent. Like his in ring ability to be able to like know where his partner is without seeing him and connecting and it being safe. Like he's gonna be doing a lot of amazing things. And then I saw that they made a video about him. They being
Derek Spruill.
yes, another awesome local talent who make some really cool movies and TV show movies and documentaries and things like that. Highlighting him as a wrestler and just him as a inspiration. So whenever you get a chance, actually, I think it's on Tubi now.
Yeah, it's on TV.
I know I watched it when it was on. I think it was on like Vimeo or something.
One of those. Sorry, guys, my things all over the place. But yeah, that's awesome. And I've actually heard of Derek Spruill. I think I've seen a couple of things of his on Facebook, doing local stuff, local short films and film festivals and stuff. So, pretty awesome. We just wanted to touch on those guys to kind of finish up, and I think it kind of wraps everything together pretty nicely too. The Inspirer, this we've talked a lot about ups and downs in music and local things going on. So, and businesses and venues, it's not always the easiest market to make it in, especially the last few years. But as long as we stay inspired and keep trying to work it out and make it happen.
Definitely, yeah. You see it right there, Darren the Inspirer. He doesn't allow his blindness to stop him from accomplishing his goals and his dreams. That's just
Exactly.
that's amazing.
Yeah. So I guess with that, we'll kind of wrap it up. Again, make sure to check us out on your favorite podcast provider in case you're ever, bored in the car and the radio's got nothing good.
Listen to us ramble about Louisville, right?
Yeah, give us a follow. You might learn a new restaurant, a new little movie to watch, a new show coming up. Again, State Fair's going on right now. Louisville Pizza Week comes up in November. And then that comedy show at the BA Colonial on September 6th. I think we're going to try to make it.
Yeah,
we'll confirm the episode before. Because that's a Tuesday, so as long as we don't have another thing happen like last week, we should be dropping episodes every Sunday to be available on Monday. With that, I guess we'll close it out. As always, be blessed. Bless someone around you.
Have a great week. See y'all next time.